So this is getting further into the reserve. There isn't really anything new here in terms of vegetation or... I mean, of course the boards are saying that it's an area rich in birds and mammals, but then it's extremely rare to see them, in my opinion. You know, like woodpeckers and kingfisher, and you know, even birds like siskin, you know, which is, I've never seen it in my life really in this region. But I guess, you know, if one is very lucky, it's not impossible. And then in terms of mammal, I mean, yeah, woodpecker is more frequent in fact, but... And then in terms of mammal, there would be things like fox, badger, squirrel, but again, quite rare. I mean, quite rare to see them. There's all these woodland sort of grasses, also carice. I mean, here most of the vegetation in terms of trees is hazel, like here, and then oak, which would be the sort of low-lying type of oak, Farnia in Italian, and then that like this as well, and then ash, frassino, ossifillo, that would be in Italian. So it's a typical ash for the low-lying areas, but again, majority of the trees here would be black poplar, white poplar. Plus there is an incredible abundance of this amorpha, which is not a very inspiring name, and in fact it's not a particularly inspiring plant either. But flora is not particularly rich. I mean, the area is beautiful because it's a woodland, and it's sort of a rarity because of the location, the low-lying location, but in terms of biodiversity, it's not very diverse at all. I'm speaking specifically of the flora now. You know, you see this like 10 species maybe, and most of it is that. Yeah, and I was forgetting the willow, of course. Lots of willow as well. So here we are at a junction. So for instance, there's an alleyway going there into the woodland, white poplar here, and then the main trail here, and then more woodland, and that's where I came from. And the river would be down that way. We'll get there in a moment.